Okay, hi everyone. So today I'm going to be doing something slightly different. There's been this collection tag going on around social media, and I thought it'd be fun to do, but I didn't want to do it actually on social media, so I thought I'd just do it all in one video. So yeah, I have changed the order around and changed some things and removed some that I didn't want to do, just to have a fun time and to quickly explain how I'm going to be doing this, because obviously I don't have many collections. So for each category, there will definitely be one Jisung card from Stray Kids, and then there will also be one Young K card if applicable, and then I've also tried to do one BTS and one Astro per thing, but not for everyone, only ones that I thought I could do, because obviously I don't have as many cards for each collection because I don't actually collect them, I just do the albums and stuff, so it's just ones I have. And yeah, I hope that makes sense, hopefully it will as it goes along. And yeah, so the first category is the first PC that I've ever gotten. So for Jisung, it would be this one from Miro. I am keeping them in the sleeves because it's easier, but yeah, this one from Miro. This is the first one I've gotten and also naturally pulled, so that was exciting. So yeah, so that's for Jisung. And then for Younghae, it's actually a bit of a weird one. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'm only doing photo card size things, so anything that fits in like a 9-pocket sleeve, basically. Yeah, so for Younghae, it's actually this one, which is the pre-order benefit from Entropy. This was the first Younghae card I got, so yeah, interesting one, I know. And for BTS, not only my first BTS one, but my first photo card ever was this Hoseok one from You Never Walk Alone. So precious. And if you can see on the back, there's actual little markings because I used to stick them up with white tack on the walls, which I totally regret now. But you know, can't go back in time. So yeah. And then for Astro, it was this Rocky one. I actually got it in a Rise Up album, so I got it with other ones, but I decided to use this one as the representative. So yeah. Cool, so the next one is the most recent photo card you received. So for this one, I'm only going to be doing it for Jisung and Younghae. So for Jisung, it is this one, which is the Indonesian Soundwave pre-order benefit one. I literally just received this like a couple days ago. So it's not even been put away yet. And then for Younghae, it is this group one from the Demon. And yeah. I've also just realised I forgot an Astro one for the most recent one I've received, which is this new one from One and Only. So yeah, just want to add that in quickly. So for the next one, it is from the earliest era, or fetus PC, as you'd say. For this one, I'm only going to be doing it for Jisung and BTS, because Day6 didn't really have any photo cards before Shoot Me, and that was already like 2 years in. And they were quite old anyway. And I don't have any ones for Astro. So for Jisung, I chose the Making PC from Mixtape. I chose this one because if you look at like when they were taken, this one was taken earlier. And it's also before he had used his stage name, so I just think that's like fitting. But yeah, very cute. And then for BTS, I chose this one of Jungkook from Oh Are You Late Too, because look how young he looks compared to now. Like, I can't believe it. This is 7 years ago. I mean, amazing how time flies. So yeah, that was that category. The next one is from the most recent era. I'm only going to be doing this one for Jisung, Younghae, and Astro, because for BTS, I'm trying not to do duplicates, and they're all their Map of the Soul 7 cards appear later on other categories, so I decided to just skip it for this round. So for Jisung, it is this one from Go-Sang, where he's copying Changmin's poses. And then for Younghae, it's actually a lenticular card, because I don't have any of his Demon PCs yet. Hopefully soon. And then for Astro, it is this Moonbin one. So yeah, from Gateway, obviously. So the next category is the 10th PC in the binder. So obviously I'm only counting ones of the particular members I'm doing for Jisung and Younghae, and then for BTS and Astro, it was just general 10th PC. So for Stray Kids, or Jisung, it was this one from IMU. So cute, doing his little signature pose. And then for Younghae, it was this one from Gravity. I almost called it Time of Our Life. And I actually really love this photo card. And then for BTS, it was this one of Taeyang from I almost said Map of the Soul. Love Yourself, Tear. And then finally for Astro, it was this one of Unu from Blue Flame, looking very, very handsome. He's also doing the same pose as Jisung, which I just realised. And actually Taeyang and Younghae are doing the same. That's funny. Funny how coincidences work out. So yeah. So the next one is the 25th PC in the binder. So for Jisung, it was this one from Leventer, which everyone loves this PC. So cute, looks like Potter. And then for Younghae, it was this one from the Youth DVD. And for BTS, it was this one from Map of the Soul 7. And for Astro, it was another Unu one. This is from their Make Star book thingy. So yeah. Cool, so the next one is a selfie picture. So for Jisung, I did this pink border one from IMU with super fluffy hair, and I just had to include it. And then for Younghae, I chose this one from Remember Us, because in this one he's doing like, it's very different to any of the other photo cards, so I thought it'd be nice to do for the selfie one. And then for BTS, I chose this one of Yoongi from episode 7 because I love it so much. Look at it. So precious. And then for Astro, I chose this one of MJ, which is from their Kino. So yeah. And then on to the next. So for the next one, it is doing a peace sign, which is very easy, especially for Jisung. So I chose this one from Leventer, which is the, like, I keep calling it a brown border. It's not a brown border. It's a grey border, a silver border one. And then for Younghae, I chose this one, doing 2 peace signs. I think it, you know, covers all the bases from the book Verse Gravity. And then for BTS, I chose this one of Taeyang. I thought it was fitting, obviously, because, you know, it's free. And then for Astro, I chose this one of Sana, which is also from the Kino. So, yeah. So the next one is smiling while showing teeth, which is actually way harder than you think it would be. So the only one I could find of Jisung which isn't in any of the other categories was this one with Changmin, which, I mean, his smile is adorable. But, you know, it would have been nice if I found a solo one. Please smile more, Jisung. While showing teeth. He does a lot of, you know the emoticon where it's like a colon and a square bracket? That's like a lot of his selfie smiles, and I love it, but also show your teeth more. And then there's this one of Younghae from Remember Us, and I think it very obviously fits the agenda. And then for BTS, I chose this one of Jungkook from Love Yourself, Tear. I mean, again, quite self-explanatory. And then for Astro, I chose this Polaroid of MJ because his smile is so precious. Yeah. So on to the next one. So the next one is dyed hair. So for Jisung, I chose this one from I Am Who because it was the one that best showed off his orange hair, and you know, his orange hair is amazing and superior. Honestly, I like every hair colour on him. Like anything he just does. It's like, yes. And for Younghae, I chose this one from the Book of Us Entropy. It's kind of faded red, but it's still dyed, so you know, it counts. And then for BTS, I chose this one of Jimin from episode Persona, with his pink peach hair. And then for Astro, I chose this one of Bin with pink hair from All Light. I'm not looking forward to putting all these back in the binders. So then the next one is Wearing Red. So for Jisung, I think it counts. So I chose his red border, not only because of the red border, but he is sort of wearing a red shirt if you look close enough. It's red. I'm counting it. And like I said, it's a red border. I think it covers it. For Young K also, he's wearing a red striped shirt, which again, I think it counts. So, yeah, this is from their, like, youth tour binder thingy. Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but they did. And then for BTS, I chose this one of Namjoon from Love Yourself Answer. So cute, wearing a little red jersey. And I didn't do any for Astro for this one. And I don't think there's any Astro ones for a lot of the next ones. So the next one is wearing black. So I chose this one from Mido for Jisung, where he's wearing a black t-shirt and doing a cute little heart. And then for Young K, I chose this one from their Entropy pop-up set where he was doing like this vampire thing. And you know, it looks awesome, so. And then for BTS, I chose this one of Yoongi from the second version of Map of Soul 7. And then, yeah, that's it for this one, and on to the next. So the next one is wearing yellow. So for Jisung, I chose his High Stay one, which I'm sure if anyone knows, I absolutely love this photo shoot and this card. It's so cute. And then for Young K, I chose this one from the Gravity Tour PC set, where he's wearing like a yellow shirt thingy. And then for BTS, I kind of cheated. So the lighting makes it look like he's wearing yellow. I know he's not, but I'm counting it because I don't have any photo cards where any of the members are wearing yellow. So yeah. Yeah, so on to the next. So the next one is wearing blue. So for Jisung, I chose this one, which I believe is from the random pocket thingy. Yeah, obviously wearing a blue shirt. And then for Young K, chose this one where he's wearing this like blue blazer thingy. So again, I'm counting it. I mean, it's very dark blue, but it's still blue. So yeah, and this is from The Best Day 2, which is the Japanese album. And then for BTS, I chose this one, which is Jin's PC from Map of the Soul 7, where he's wearing this like blue striped shirt thingy. So yeah. So the next one is wearing white. So for that one, I chose Jisung's from Levanter, where he's wearing the astronaut outfit. And then for Young K, I chose this one, where he's wearing a white shirt, and this is from the Book of Us Gravity. And then for BTS, I chose this one of Namjoon, where he's wearing a white shirt, and this is from Love Yourself Tear. So that is it for all the like wearing colours section. Cool, so then from the next ones, there's only going to be a few, like, it's going to be very sporadic in who has contenders for the categories, I guess. So for the next one, it's holographic, so I only have one for Jisung, which is this holographic one from Skiz 2020 of him and Minho. And then the next category is odd-shaped. So for Jisung, I chose his Levanter broadcast card because it's a really weird, like, rectangular, like, thin rectangle shape compared to other photo cards. So that's why I chose that one. And then for Young K, I chose the pre-order benefit from Book of Us Gravity. I mean, I think it's quite obvious why. So the next one is group. So for Stray Kids, this isn't actually my favourite group one that exists, but I don't have the other ones yet, so I chose this one from Skiz 2020. And then for day 6, I chose this one from The Best Moments, because I love it so much. And then for BTS, I chose this one from You Never Walk Alone, because it's very precious. So the next one is Tour. So for Jisung, I chose this Polaroid from District 9 Unlock. And then for Young K, I chose this one from, again, the Gravity Tour set, and I love it so much. And then for BTS, I kind of cheated a bit because all their tour photo cards are bigger than 9 pocket photo cards, and I said I'd only do 9 pocket size things. So I did the Europe Tour DVD photo card, So yeah. Okay, for DVD, so Stray Kids technically don't have any DVDs, so I instead chose this pre-order card from Stay in London, which, may I say, is in like the dodgiest place in London. I don't know where they went, but like, why why here, do you think? Why? Everyone else's looks so pretty. Why are you in this like dodgy back end part of London? And then for Young K, this is the only one I had to recycle, because it's the only DVD photo card I have, but it is this one, again, from the Youth Tour DVD. But I mean, it's so precious, you can see it twice, you know, it doesn't matter that much. And then for BTS, I chose Memories in 2018, which I have Namjoon's for. He has like a little speck on his head. I'm sorry, Namjoon. But yeah, President Namjoon, everyone. Cool, so the next ones, for this one, I only have one for Jisung, which is the most expensive, because for the others, I'm not exactly sure, or they're in other categories. So for Jisung, I chose his double nut one, because it was very expensive. And then the next one is overpaid but worth it. So I only have one for Jisung and Young K for this, and for Jisung, I chose this double knot unit with Chan, which they go for very expensive, especially, yeah, the life of a collector. And then for Young K's, I chose a Sub K exclusive, and the only reason this is expensive was because the price of the album, because it came with an album from Sub K, the price of the album was slightly more, but then the shipping cost was ridiculous, and then there was like customs on top of it. So yeah, very expensive for what shouldn't have been that expensive. But yeah, cool. So the next one is Rarest PC, which I only have one for Jisung, because for the others I'm not exactly sure like what my rarest one is. And for this one for Jisung, I'm not sure if it is the rarest one I have, but it's the one I could think of that isn't already in another category. So I chose his My Music Taste photo card, which this is actually the photo card that started me collecting-ish. There's a couple others as well, but this is one of the ones that I was like, yeah, okay, this is it. This is what I need to do in life, apparently. But yeah. Cool, and we're finally on to the last two categories, which is least favourite and favourite. So for least favourite, honestly, none of these I hate. There's just very particular reasons why I've chosen them as the least favourite. So for Jisung's, I chose this one, which is from Kiss 2020. And I hate this, like, flare of light, but then the darkness here, and it's so far away, and like the outfit, I don't know what's going on, so that's why I chose this one. Obviously I love Jisung himself, but this photo card is just, it's not it. I'm sorry, especially with how many times it was in the album as well, like, it's not it. For Young K, it was really hard for me to choose one, but I decided on this one just because when you don't have the other one, it just looks a bit awkward. You know, the other one that makes the other side, and that's the only reason I really... Also, the background is a bit hideous, so, you know. I think that's fair. For BTS, I chose this one of Jin because I just hate collage photos, and I hate that it's horizontal when all the other cards are vertical. So, yeah, that's why that one's there. And for Astro, I, like, really had no idea, so I ended up just choosing Senna's bookmark. Which I don't know if it really counts, but yeah. And it's just because it's a bookmark. That's literally the only reason. So yeah. Those are my least favourite. Okay, so for favourite, I'm actually going to go in reverse order. And a lot of these are favourites that it's... The only reason they're chosen as the favourites is because they're not in other categories. Not all of them, but for some of them. That is the case. So for Astro, I chose this one of Moonbin from Blue Flame. It was between this one and Unu's One and Only One, but because that one's already in another category, I chose this one. So yeah, I mean, they're both beautiful cards though. For BTS, I chose this one of Yoongi from Persona. I don't know if that's my favourite one ever, that like ever exists, but I think it's my favourite one out of the ones they own. And it's such a Yoongi photo, so I love it. And it looks so soft and like comfy and warm, you know. And then for Young K, I did this one from Shoot Me. I really, really, really like this photo card, and it's just like the background's nice, he looks so pretty with his smile, like a proper smile, you know, his hairstyle nice, you know, it's just such a nice photo card. And then for this last category, even though I didn't do them for the other ones, I wanted to do one Chan and one Seungmin photo card because I do collect them as well. So for Chan, I decided on this one from Yellowwood, which I know might be surprising because I am a firm, like, dark-haired Chan enthusiast. But I just really like this one. And I know the black background's really simple, but I think it contrasts well with his hair and his outfit, and he looks so happy, you know. So yeah. Cool. And for Seungmin, I mean, I'm sure anyone who's watched any of, like, the recent videos is not surprised. This is my favourite Seungmin card ever in all of existence. Nothing will beat this in the future. Like, this is it. This is the only card that needs to exist from now on. I love this photo card so much. So yeah, I just wanted to give a special shout out to that one. Cool, so my favourite Jisung photo card, honestly, I think there's ones I already used in other categories that would be higher than this in my favourite list. And I also think there's some from the new album that I haven't received yet, which would be on the higher in the favourite list. For the moment, I've chosen this one, which is his Yellowwood Outside photo card. I like the outfit, I like his hair, I like his smile. And I also like this is like, even though I was a stay before Mirror era, Yellowwood is like the era that I really got into them, so, you know, it just has like special sentimental value to me, you know. But yeah. So that was it for this like collection tag thingy, I don't know what you want to call it. And yeah, I just thought it'd be a fun video to do. So I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye.